Selling a home in 2026 is different, way different than it used to be in the past. Here's 10 things every BC seller must know. Selling a home in British Columbia in 2026 is not the same game it was even 2 years ago. And if you're thinking, spring market, throw it on MLS, we'll see what happens, that strategy is going to cost you money this year. Because in 2026, buyers can legally back out after their acceptance. The flipping tax can hit inside of 2 years. AI listing photos can create compliance risk. Short-term rental laws are changing buyer pools, and lenders are scrutinizing appraisals harder than they have in years. So today I'm going to give you 10 things every BC seller must know before listing in 2026. Now this is going to apply whether you're in Vancouver, Victoria, Kelowna, Kamloops, Nanaimo, the Kootenays, anywhere in BC. Now let's get into it. Number one, the 3-day buyer rescission period. It's cooling off reality. In British Columbia, residential buyers now have a 3 business day rescission period after an accepted offer. Now that means a deal can be fully accepted and then it can be canceled. Yes, the buyer is going to have to pay a 0.25% rescission fee, but here's what the sellers miss. Your listing is effectively in limbo for these 3 business days. In a competitive market, that pause can kill leverage. And in a balanced market, it can stall momentum. So sellers, keep backup offers alive. Do not emotionally detach until the rescission period ends. Avoid canceling all showings. You want to keep showing it. Structure possession and timeline expectations carefully. And in 2026, you protect leverage in the first week. Number 2, BC's home flipping tax, the 730-day window. If you sell a property in BC within 730 days of acquiring it, you may be subject to the BC home flipping tax, separate from federal rules. This applies province-wide, and it doesn't matter if you renovated, life changed, you didn't mean to flip, your intent and timing both matter. So for sellers, if you're inside the 2 years of purchase, call your accountant before listing, because a profitable sale can become a tax shock if you didn't plan ahead. Number 3, short-term rental restrictions changed. Buyer demand. And when BC introduced strong provincial short-term rental restrictions and regulations, in many communities, STRs, short-term rentals, is restricted to principal residences. That dramatically affects condo values in tourist markets, investment, property demand, urban micro unit demand, resort towns like Whistler, Kelowna, Tofino, Fernie. If your property previously sold at a premium because of Airbnb potential, you must confirm municipal bylaws, strata bylaws, provincial compliance, all before pricing based on income assumptions. So in 2026, buyers need to verify this. They can't assume it. Number 4, AI photos and virtual staging is a big potential compliance risk. In 2026, almost every agent uses sky replacement, virtual staging, object removal, AI lighting enhancement. But in BC, marketing must not be misleading. If you digitally alter your views, your lot boundaries, permanent fixtures, structural elements, without proper disclosure, you're inviting complaints or disputes. So sellers, if it's virtually staged, you need to label it clearly. If it's digitally enhanced, you need to disclose it. And the fastest way to kill trust in 2026 is to oversell visually. Number 5, appraisals are back in control. Appraisals rarely killed deals back in 2021, 2022. But in 2026, they matter again. Why? Because buyers are payment sensitive, lenders are risk sensitive, and price growth is not universal across BC. Markets like Metro Van, Interior BC, and so Metro Van is not like the Interior. Okanagan is not like the North. The North is nothing like Fernie. So overpricing by aspiration instead of comps can create appraisal gaps. So sellers, prepare an appraisal ready package. List your upgrades within the last few years, permits if applicable, comparable sales, strata documents if applicable, and documentation will win in 2026. Number 6, strata documentation can delay and kill deals. If you're selling a condo or a townhome, buyers now deeply scrutinize the Form B, depreciation reports, insurance summaries, contingency reserve funds, special levy discussions, and across BC, insurance costs and levy fears are real. They do not want your deal collapsing over slow paperwork, so get on it quick and early. Sellers, order your strata docs before your listing or as soon as it's ready. Let that strata manager know it's coming. Confidence in this will sell units. Number 7, title and ownership issues must be cleared early. Across BC, we are seeing more estate transfers, divorce, ownership splits, co-owner disagreements, old mortgages not discharged, right-of-way surprises, title problems under contract or title problems before listing are manageable. Seller, this is what you got to do. Have your lawyer notary pull title before you list it on the MLS. Resolve the issues proactively. Speed will be your leverage. Number 8, disclosure of latent defects matter more now than ever. In BC, sellers must disclose material latent defects, and that includes water ingress history, foundation movement, structural concerns, hidden defects not easily discoverable. In 2026, buyers are very cautious. Home inspectors are thorough, trying to hide it and hope it's not, and hope is not a strategy. It's a liability. So sellers do a pre-list walkthrough, decide, fix it, disclose it, price it in. Control the narrative before the buyer does. Number 9, the Bank of Canada rate sensitivity. Rates in BC matter now more than ever, especially in the frenzy years. Buyers are qualifying under stress tests now. Payment comfort is tight. And that means a home that is slightly overpriced loses buyers quickly. In 2026, there is less emotional panic buying. It's math-based. So sellers, price where demand actually is, not where it was in 2022. Number 10, pricing strategy needs a plan A and a plan B. This is the biggest mistake I see in BC sellers right now. They launch, then they wait. Instead, you need to have written trigger points. For example, if showings are less than X by day 10, then we adjust. If feedback is pricing's too high, we need to adjust. If second showings are low, we need to reposition. Fast adjustments are going to protect your value. Slow reductions are going to create a stigma and damage interest. In 2026, stale listings get punished. So here's what's going on. Here's a recap of what's happening in BC right now. Number 1, you have that 3-day recession period changes leverage. 2, BC flipping tax within 730 days. 3, STR restrictions change your buyer pool. 4, AI marketing must be disclosed. Number 5, appraisals matter again. 6, strata docs can stall a deal. 7, title must be cleared early. 8, latent defects must be disclosed. 9, rates shape demand. 10, pricing requires pre-planned adjustments. So selling in British Columbia in 2026 is no longer about luck or season. It's about execution. You need to have clean paperwork, clean disclosure, clean pricing, clean marketing, and a hell of a good campaign going on social media. The sellers who win this year are the ones who prepare before they list. If you're selling anywhere in BC in 2026, drop your city in the comments and I'll tell you which of these 10 things is the biggest landmine in your specific market. And if you want a strategic listing plan built for 2026, please reach out. I'll see you in the next one. Stay classy, BC.